On this channel, $1 Million Made Easy, we love to run numbers for people. And I got an interesting request here. Is it better to prepay on your mortgage or put it in the S&P 500? So we just want to look at some numbers here. These were the ones that were given to me. Mortgage balance of $392,000, interest rate of 2.375, current payment of $1,685, 26 years left. And you want to know if he just made one extra payment of $2,500, should he put it on his mortgage or should he put it in the S&P 500? Well, I just thought we'd run some numbers here. In this case, 2,500 would save him $4,625 in interest just for that one extra payment. I'm going to take that same 2,500 and put it over in the S&P 500. We're just going to go through a few years here. See where you'd be. Again, on this case, you'd have 25 years left. So we want to look at what that $2,500 will do over the next 25 years if he didn't use it to prepay, if he didn't try to save $4,625. So we're looking at the 25-year column right here. If he put that 2,500 in there and the returns were like 1994, look at that. 21,000, quite a bit more than the 4,625. We can go down through here, 1995, if the returns were like that, 28,000. Let's go down to 1999. Then it'd be 15,000. The reason I picked 1999 because that was actually the worst 10-year period. If you look, this is to be the averages for the 1999. A 10-year average for the S&P 500 was only 0.67%, well below the 2.375. That's all they were getting for that average. And yet, over a 20-year period, it got up to 7%. If you go down through here, you got up to 15,000 in savings. What's jumping out at you? Jumping out at you is this interest rate is so low, 2.375. You're better off. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but you're so much better off just putting in the S&P 500, which averages these. This is the worst, one of the worst 20-year runs in the last 100 years. Only getting 7.16% on your money. Look at some of these other ones. Up 11, up 10, up 19 for a 10-year average. Again, we could jump down through here and see all these different averages. They're averaging way more than 2.375%. So you're a lot better off prepaying. But that's on a 2.35. What if we had a 7.5, which is kind of what the interest rates are right now? I figured that out ahead of time. It would be, I think it was $3,000 payment. No, it'd be 28. Let me check this real quick. Okay, just ran the calculations. You have a 7.5% interest rate on this 392,000. Your payments 2860. It was 1685 before, so it's well over 1,000, like 1,100 and some dollars more. I think $1,125. You pay a lot more in interest. Before it was 100 and some thousand. Now you pay $499. That's the problem with having a 7.5% interest rate as opposed to a 2.375. So what does this 2,500 save you in interest then? Then it saves you $17,000 over this 25-year period. So 17,000, let's go back here. How many times after 25 years would you be above or below the 17,000? 28,000, fine. 24,000, fine. 25,000, fine. 15, okay. If the returns were like 1998 going forward, then you'd have a problem. It'd be better to prepay. But this is so rare to have these down years. 1999, you'd only have 15,000. Remember, prepaying, you save 17,000 on this 2,500. Investing the 2,500 and the S&P 500 for the next 25 years, given the returns that we had from 1999 on, because you had 3 down years and this down one here, you only would have 15,000 in your account. So you'd be better off prepaying in this scenario, but that's such a rare scenario. And again, we're running it at 7.5%. The question given to me was at 2.2375, and that was a no-brainer in my mind. You just stick it all in the S&P 500. Whatever money you have, just put it in the S&P 500, let that mortgage carry out at 2.375. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just running the numbers. But hopefully this makes sense to you, and it was kind of enlightening to you. just to look at the different scenarios. Most cases, even if the interest rate is 7.5, you'd be better off putting in the S&P 500. But I think for the comfort level of just getting a mortgage paid off, maybe this is guaranteed return. 7.5. You make extra payments, you're guaranteed to save this because that's built into your contract. Nothing's built in here, the 2,500. Though in most cases, you would still be better off putting in the S&P 500. But that's what we do for people. We run numbers for them. We look at all kinds of different scenarios. I just love running numbers for people. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Please let people know about this channel. Let them know there's a channel out there that will run numbers for them and maybe help them with their future planning. Please like the video and thanks for watching.